Hi, I'm Belinda Fenty.
And I'm Pauline.
Welcome to Let's React podcast, the podcast that amplifies the voices of artists from underrepresented backgrounds in the UK and beyond.
Yeah, we'll share our experiences, the highs, the lows, and everything in between. From addressing underrepresentation
to celebrating diverse, rich stories.
Join us on this journey as we react to the world around us and inspire change in the industry.
Hello and welcome to Let's React podcast. It is the year
2024.
And we're so happy that you are joining us.
Yes, a new year, people. The first episode of the year. Wow.
Yeah.
All right, I think they got it.
Yeah, you're right.
But it's so good to see you, Belinda. So good to see you in the new year.
Sorry, always. Keeping you on your toes. That'll be it. That's the last thing the coffee machine will have to say to us. It wanted to get involved.
Yeah, it was saying Happy New Year. Yeah. Just telling everyone I'm still here.
Exactly. Keeping Belinda caffeinated since 2023, y'all.
Have you had your coffee yet?
Yes, okay. I have. It's part of my morning ritual, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah. So alarm goes off.
Mm-hmm.
I open the curtains and look at the sky. Mm-hmm. If it's blue, I go, yeah. If it's grey, I go, And then I drag myself out of bed and I turn on the coffee machine and I hear the and I'm like, ooh, yeah. And I start to get excited. I take my coffee, I sit on the sofa, I look outside and just be present. Then I get out my gratitude journal and I write 3 things I'm grateful for and how I would like to show up for the day and one positive affirmation.
Ooh.
And then, yeah, I know. And then I read a little paragraph or a page from a book. At the moment, the book is Dear Artist by Jayat John.
Oh, wow. That sounds very nice. That's really nice. I like that. Yeah, mine
Do you
is
have
just...
one? Yeah.
Well, my son is my alarm.
Mm-hmm.
And he wakes up 6:40 every day. 6:40
really?
On the dot. This boy, 6:40.
That's so interesting.
It's so weird. Even though my alarm is like, sometimes I have it 6:30, sometimes I have it for 7 because it's the weekend. Even though I know that's just 30 minutes later, but
yeah.
30 minutes.
Sure. It's everything.
Yeah. But yeah, so depending on how I'm feeling or what time of the month it is or whatever, I just grab him, pop him in our bed. Even though he's asking to go downstairs. But a normal day, especially like when school started and all that, I usually get up with him then, or I just tap my partner and just go, "You're it." And then he takes him down. But I use that time to read my Bible, then, do the same thing as you, but mine is more like, what am I doing today? type thing. And then also I'll start doing this thing where I'm trying to learn Slovak. So I do 5 minutes of trying to learn it. And I went from the beginner level, I changed it to expert. So the words are like, what? Because I know a lot of the words, it's just more of the pronunciations of it. And I've changed it so I use a microphone to actually say the words. So instead of trying to type it up, because I'm not trying to learn to write it, I'm trying to learn to know it and hear it and also speak it. So, and their sounds are so much more different to English, obviously. So that's what I do. And then I get up and start the day.
That sounds amazing.
But yeah, that's my morning thing. So.
I love it.
But yeah, it's all right. It's all right. But it's just a way of just trying to do stuff, and also because this year I've kind of changed it up a bit, in the sense that because my son is starting nursery, which is great, and
Yeah.
it means I'm gonna have time to do stuff now because my daughter
Yeah.
will be in school and he'll be at nursery. So I've started doing daily reflections. So I think about what I did yesterday and just talk about if I achieved what I wanted to achieve and how I'm going to go about trying to get through today. So it's kind of
Yeah.
like a thing I've started doing. Just 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes max. Sometimes it goes
Yeah.
over 3, but it's been nice. It's been great doing it. I do little videos. It's nice.
Love
I like
it.
it. I'm
It
enjoying it.
sounds quite similar to me, except for you're doing videos.
Yeah. And
Ooh.
yeah. And I'm sharing said videos on YouTube. So
Oh,
it's nice.
amazing. Go you. Every single day, yeah?
Every single day.
Amazing. I love it. That's going to be great to watch at the end of the year.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to that because I'm also thinking about what you were talking about in the Christmas episode where we were talking about when you sit down and you go through the year.
I was going to
And
ask you a bit about that. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
So that kind of also helped kind of prompt it a bit because I'd kind of started doing it, but not as religiously and not thinking about it too much, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But talking about it, I was like, you know what? Yeah, she's right. Yeah, it's good to actually. It is part of making it a habit and part of your exercise as a person. Make it a habit. Do it every day to just get used to talking positive things about yourself because you wouldn't, really say that to someone if someone came to you and said something that they were not really happy about. So when you're reflecting, you're like, yeah, okay, yeah, listen, yeah, you need to go out there and do this and get it done. So that's the headspace you got me into. So now I'm in that headspace.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
If you were to, and you can think about it on the spot, no need to rush. You have time to think. But if you were to focus your year on one word or have one word infuse your year, 2024, what would the word be?
The word.
I can tell you some examples of what I've heard from people who I've spoken to. And then I'll tell you mine after you've told me yours, but I'll tell you the examples I've heard. So it's been a real range. One person I spoke to wants euphoria and bliss because everything's just been so heavy. Or the year before has just been so heavy. And so trying to get things that they haven't focused on their own joy and excitement. Other words that I've heard are strength.
Like that.
I know. Breakthrough. What else have I heard? Liberation.
Liberation's a good one.
And I thought it was good too.
Yeah, because when you think about like freedoms and wanting to do stuff, and you always feel, sometimes I think, for me anyway, I always take a minute to go, can I? Yeah. So that's nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Liberation. Yeah.
And we spoke about how it was interesting that they chose liberation because they're a fan of freedom, but freedom feels more solo and liberation feels like it's in the context of a community. I was like,
That's nice.
So, yeah. So I'll let you think.
Yeah, I think I know what I'm gonna. The reason why I kind of know this is because I have been doing a 30-day productivity challenge.
Yeah.
Starting on the 1st of January, and that has helped me kind of bam, just and the word that I'm thinking of and I really want to focus on is she's doing drum rolls.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Is achievable. Achieve
nice.
being that word. Yes, achievable. That.
Yeah.
Because there's so many things that I would like to do. There's so many things that I was afraid to do last year. I have goals. I'm just like, you know what? That's it. Every time I'm like, I sit down, I'm like, okay, what is the goal? What do you want to achieve? I just go, that's it. So that's my word.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it because it also has in it connotations of making it actually doable rather than going to extremes that can put you off and make you procrastinate and self-sabotage because it's just too intimidating.
And overwhelming.
Yeah, overwhelming, yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, achievable kind of makes it nice and, yes,
Like,
I can do this.
bam.
Yeah, and get a sense of it will just boost your self-esteem as well, achieving things, making it happen. I like.
Yeah. Thanks, bud.
Yeah.
And what about yourself, beautiful?
And myself? Well, the first word that came to mind was fluid. I would like to feel fluid, the year to be fluid. And then I kind of analysed it a bit more and I was like, yeah, I love that sense of ease that fluidity gives.
Okay.
I want to inject an element of doing into it at the same time, a bit like you. And then I thought, yeah, actually, it's kind of like the word flow. You know, flow has the movement to it. And then I was like, okay, well, that's almost there, but it's not quite because actually if I want to marry doing with the state of flow and flow being a noun, then let's actually make it a verb. So my word of the year is flowing. Flowing.
I love it.
Yeah. Flowing. And it's
flowing.
It makes me feel warm and juicy, and it also has an ease and relaxation to it.
Yeah.
And it also has a productivity to it as well, you know, flowing and abundance to it.
Definitely. And it just also makes me think of water because water flows. And so it's the idea that, you know, when there's a rock, it goes around the rock. So it's adaptable.
Yeah.
You know, it freezes, it changes form. Oh, yes, I like that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Exactly like you say with the rock. Yeah, any resistance, doesn't matter. Let it go.
Flow around it. Yes. Yeah, and it's also powerful because when things are happening, when you just stop for a minute and then you just breathe, it always lets you let something in, you know, because you're allowing yourself. Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's so much allowing, exactly. Yeah.
Nice. That's deep. That's deep, girl.
Innit?
I bet. Look. If you're listening and you're like, all right, girls, you've started the year like, God, bam, like, okay. But you know what? Why not attack it? You know, depending on how your year went or how last year went. But so I think sometimes people get also hung up on the idea of resolutions every year. And sometimes you're like, okay, that energy you start with, okay, this is what I'm going to do. But it's just practicing those little things and getting used to doing them. I think that's one of the things I'm trying to work on this year. And that's why I said, like, the daily reflections, I didn't wait until the new year to start doing it. I started doing them last year to just slowly start getting into it. And I was just doing one here, one there, one there. But then I was like, hold on, let me just try and do it every day and just see how I get on. And I'm not doing like a whole, 30-minute act. I'm just doing little short videos, short ones.
Love it.
Going,
that's so cool.
So, and I'm enjoying that. I really am.
And we're going to revisit this at the end of the year and revisit our words and how they've manifested within our lives.
Yeah.
Sure.
I even think even in 3 months' time, we should revisit and just see how we're doing. Because I think it's like a little check-in. Like,
that's true.
How you doing, flowing?
Yeah.
How you doing, achievable?
How you doing, achievable? Yeah. So I have flowed into a play, which I'm doing. Yeah, it's a short run.
Okay.
It's only a few dates in February. I love how it flowed into my life. I can't remember the exact date. I think it actually came into my life a few days before the start of the year. And I'll tell you how. So I went to a poetry workshop because, as you know, I see myself as an artist and I just follow wherever it takes me. And I was intrigued by this poetry workshop that I'd heard about through a friend.
Okay.
And so at this workshop, I met some people and I connected with one called Curtis Brown. Yeah, he's got a great name, right? Yeah. And he's a poet. And I didn't know this, but he's also a playwright. And he's just written his first full-length play, I think. Or this is the
Okay.
first one that he's putting on. And he got in touch when I had deleted Instagram. But for some reason, I was like, I think I needed to post something or repost our podcast story. So I downloaded it and I thought, let me just check my messages. And he'd messaged me and
Oh,
said, I've got this
wow.
play and it's at Riverside Studios. Great theatre, obviously.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
And are you
Hammersmith.
interested? Yeah. And
Nice.
I got the script. I've read it.
Mm,
It's great. It's a
mm.
really hot topic that I have some lived experience with.
Amazing.
And the topic is knife crime. And it also asks questions about where you come from in life and about estates and whether you can escape your roots. And there's just so many questions. Nature versus nurture, about the role of religion and church in lives. It's powerful. So I'm really excited. So we have the
Okay.
first rehearsal next week.
Yeah, and
Which is great.
is it like well, firstly,
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks, ma'am.
congratulations, Belinda.
Thanks.
That's amazing. We're so proud of you.
Thank
And
you.
we can't wait to see you. We're going to be there. We'll be there.
Yeah.
So you start rehearsals.
Yeah.
And will that be full-time rehearsals or will it be?
No.
How is
so
it going
the
to be?
show it's a short run. It's literally only 3 dates in February.
Okay.
So it will be minimum of once a week, but we'll probably do some weekend ones as well.
Okay.
Especially closer to the time.
Yeah.
It is a full length. It's
Okay.
76 pages. And he was shortlisted by London Playwrights in 2021. And it's Curtis's debut play, Give Me Back. I'll read you the little synopsis. When a father loses his child to knife crime, the consequences ripple through his family, revealing a web of distorted love that leads to the perpetrator. Now, anything seems possible. Anything. ...
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a bit of a mystery there.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Nice. Oh, wow. And will that be in person or Zoom or a mix of
Rehearsal?
rehearsing? Yeah, rehearsal.
All of our rehearsals are in person. And I'm excited. What I love about this opportunity that has arisen is it came about really due to curiosity, due to friendship, due to connections. When we follow our interests and just put ourselves out there and connect with people, opportunities just come our way.
Yeah.
And I love that. It's like, I don't know, it's like purple cars. If you're looking for purple cars, you'll suddenly start seeing them everywhere, right? So you just kind of need to prime your mindset for something. So let's prime our mindsets for opportunities and we'll see that they are all around us.
Yeah. I've heard of the red car, but not the purple car. I was like, where is she going with this? It's like purple cars. Purple cars?
Yeah, well,
Purple
now you're going to
cars.
see a purple car today.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, that's really good though. I'm so proud of you. I'm glad to hear that, and I'm so happy for you.
I'm happy for you. Sounds like
just-
you've already been doing Achievable this year with your daily videos.
Yeah, I'm gonna do one after church and just see how I get on because I have to do the challenge as well. So I'm doing them after I do the challenge.
Oh yeah, tell me, what's this No, you said productivity challenge? What's
procrastination challenge? That is
You're like,
not
nailed
a challenge.
it.
I can totally do that anytime. So this productivity challenge is basically, so far this whole week, it's been about thinking about your goals. So you think of 25 goals for the year and then you pick 5.
Wow.
And the idea is that, because you can always adjust it, by the way, it's not that this is how it's going to be because life happens, life does this and that. But the idea is that you prioritize 5 things for show and you focus on those 5 things and say no to the other things until the 5 things are done. So it basically just means that you then create little goals for yourself every week to try and achieve those goals, whatever those goals are. And then it's planning, getting into the planning phase. So you're creating your ideal week of what you would like your week to look like, and include that your job, you include your day job, you include your whatever it is that you're doing, and then see how you can start changing your ideal week into your current calendar. So you slowly start tweaking.
Ooh.
And seeing how you can get to achieve those things you want to achieve. And he encourages you to review it. It's this guy called Ali Abdal. I think he's got a YouTube channel. His YouTube channel, when he was training as a doctor in Cambridge. And it was just basically, it was helping students and understanding the whole thing with all that side of things. And then he just evolved. His channel just evolved. And it's just basically, he said that I think it was Warren Beatty or something like that, said one thing that separates successful people to people who want to be successful is that successful people learn to say no to things. And it's not that you don't want to do those things, it's just prioritizing the things that you want to focus on and achieving those things, then learning to, so once you've done one goal of the 5, put something else from the 25 goals.
Love it.
It's just basically getting you into the habit of prioritizing and saying no to stuff.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, which was something I struggled with last year, because I was just, when you're like, oh, say yes, that, okay, yes. But then realizing that I need to actually step back and not just because I need to kind of, no, it'll be nice to do it, but I can't because of this, or it doesn't even have to be a reason. It could be I'm just doing too much, but it's just, it helps you also be more productive and manage your time better in order to allow you to then achieve the things you want to achieve without overthinking, without, being that basically. But yeah, that's what it is.
Do you can you tell me some of the goals?
Yes, I can tell you some of the goals. One of which was, I was already doing it, which is the daily reflections. And then I want to launch an online marketplace. And I'll expand on the online marketplace in another episode because I'm in the development stage of that.
Yeah.
And then
also you might want to keep it a bit secret.
Yeah. And then obviously it's making this podcast more, as in building on this podcast. So I'm trying to do that more, like build on it and work on it and, focus on it, I know a lot of people do podcasts as a pastime, but I've been enjoying doing this. I've been enjoying talking to people, so I want to make it something more than, no, I'm not saying it's not already something. I'm just saying build on what it is now to expand it, to make it bigger. So that's one of my goals this year. And one thing I threw in as well, I left my one goal empty because of my creative side, especially with auditions and things like that. So I left that one empty in the sense that it's to focus on those things that make me a better performer, a better creative.
Okay, yeah. So that kind of is a goal.
Yeah, so it is the goal, but the reason why I was like, let me just focus on 4 instead of 5, it just means that I have room to do the 5th one, which is the creative side. And the 5th one, which was a random, because I looked at my list, because I really sat down and went through my goals I would like to achieve for the year. And it is to publish a children's book, which I started writing way before lockdown. And I've already written like 5 of them, and I got a friend of mine to do the illustrations for the first one.
Wow.
So, but I've never really sat down to actually put it together and
I love it
done. So that's one of the things I'm really trying to focus on.
Oh, I love it.
So yeah, those are my 5
beautiful
type things. So yeah, so it's it was scary, when I was doing that list, because I was like, oh, but what about, but no, put it down. So, but it kind of freed me up a bit as well. It made me feel much more free and realize that actually I can do those things. It's achievable, but I can also come back to it. That's the other thing. Also realizing I can come back to it and be like,
exactly.
I'll do that. So
I love it.
So yeah, that's my productivity challenge.
Love it.
Love it. So like Cherish from Bake Off, the professionals.
Oh, I don't watch. Yeah.
One of the judges, she's called Cherish, and when she likes something, she just goes, love it. Oh. Shalala. So She said, "Love it, love it, love it." I just hear her saying it.
Cute.
Yeah, you just Google her, Cherish, but you just see her. She's just this big personality. She's amazing. She just goes, "Love it, love it, love it." You know. So, but yeah, that's me. Yeah. First episode, we're back and looking forward to the rest of the year.
Woo! Yeah.
Yeah.
Where we might have some Shakespeare.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
That rhymes.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah, that's why I said it.
Shakespeare. Yeah, it's that poetry, isn't it? That poetry. So I'm just gonna freestyle. But
so watch the space, y'all.
Yeah. And just to remind everyone, we're going to be every 2 weeks is now the new rotation. Every 2 weeks. We're looking forward to this year. We've got a few people lined up and we are excited for the year and we're attacking it. And I'm doing my superhero.
I'm not attacking it. I'm flowing into it.
All right. Yeah. Sorry,
but Pauline's attacking it. I'm sort of seducing it, flowing into it. We wish you a beautiful year.
Yes.
Full of warmth, full of joy, full of whatever it is that you need.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. We do. So even she sounded very flowing. Yeah, have a great one, people. Let's start the year. And I'm like, yeah, and then just go for it. Look at I feel like a sports team or something. You'd be the one going, yeah, guys, that's great. That's brilliant. And I'm like, yeah, and when you get out there, so they're gonna just be hearing our voices now from now, going attack, and going, you might be attacking it, but just remember to breathe. Think about it.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, what is breathing? You should do that naturally. That happens all the time. Just no. This is why we work, because it's just
exactly, yin and yanging.
Yeah, exactly. But welcome to the new year, and we're looking forward to it. Basically, is what we're saying.
Yeah, lots of love.
Lots of love.
Bye.
Bye.